Well, hello there everyone, this is IamMark3, and welcome back to my silly little base on Factorio. Today's episode is going to be preparing for war, effectively, as soon as my base bothers to power up again. Yeah, I'm losing bits and pieces. Because I am currently working on, well, I decided after getting my tank built at the end of the last session that I wanted to get things working effectively. So what do I need for this? So I'm just quickly bodging together a couple of parts to get, let's see, steel plate and pipe. That's easy enough. So I'm just bodging together enough parts to get, well, all the parts I need to make my design for a power plant, because as you can see my base is suffering pretty badly during the night. I worked out why it was powering down so much, and it's because it is night time. Pure and simple. So I'm just doing something quickly to fix that. At least I hope this will fix that, because I'm giving my robots all they need to actually make, you know, more power plants from the blueprint that I put together. Let's see, I want to put, is that all it needs, actually? It said it needed steel, didn't it? Yes, it does. It needs steel as well. Alright, so I need to peel a line off from down here. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just doing a quick bit of splitting, basically. No, I want to put the splitter there. Right. Okay. Tunnel. Just like that. Help it's the right way round, wouldn't it? Whoops. Oh well, there's bound to be some mistakes slipping in, as per usual. But I've decided that, as I said, this time I'll be focusing on the war effort. As soon as I get this factory able to make those power plant layouts that I've been using, well, that I started using last time. I found a flaw in them, by the way, but I'll point that out in just a jiff when I start laying some down. And this will be, well, once I've got the power sorted out, then I'll be extending outwards towards the alien bases, because I have actually worked out what I'm going to do about them. I don't really need more coal in my inventory, but hey, can't be helped, can it? Yep, that's all the right way around. I just had to double check that. Because I have been making some mistakes already, so, you know, stuff. Now, that's a supply of steel. This is where I wanted to put the factory down, so I'll just put that there. Yep, that's fine. Lay down a couple of blues as soon as I pull a hole in that. Yep, that'll do it. Why am I copying yellows? Oh, from that line, right. Because I've worked out, after the end of last video, I worked out what I can do with that tank mod that I've been looking at, and it works pretty well. Oh, I don't have requester chests? Okay, fair enough. Darn it. I wanted a requester chest, but I don't actually have the tech for it, so that's my next research project to keep this going. I've also been poking around up here, and I've realised I can't actually pull electric engines out of this area because it's just too cramped. So I'm just going to pull a stack out for now, and I'll get a requester chest down here to use the logistics bots to move it. It's not quite what I was wanting to do with them, but hey, it'll do the job. It'll let me make some of these just ready for when the power plant's needed. Because that is actually the flaw in the power plants, that it relies on those electric engines to be stable. So as soon as there's a power shortage, effectively those big power plants shut down, which is less than ideal. Sadly, I'm not really much inclined to fix that right now, so this is the layout I'm going to be setting up. Let's put it there. Yeah, let's put it here. 1, 2, 3 up. Sure, that'll do. And let's just have it build all of this stuff, like so. What do you reckon? 4? Oh, I've got space for a 5th. Let's put down a 5th power plant. Sure. Okay, that's 5 power plants laid out, ready to be built and plugged in as soon as the bots get to it. But that means I've got 192 jobs and missing parts, and it's kind of overburdened my system just a little bit. But I can't help that. I'd better put down some more bots though while I'm at it. So I can find them again. Oh, there they are. Fly, my pretties! Fly all over my base, because there's nothing else for you to do, is there? I need the power. And that'll reduce the clamour by a few decibels, really. Now, where's my spare pumps? There we go, pumps. Just pull those out, because I need them. Put away the walls. Right, my plan is to actually go ahead and... I didn't want to use the turreting technique, really, which is move out and get the turrets put in and use them as fire support and all that. But I don't think I have a choice, because the tanks, as we found out during my previous deployment with them, aren't actually strong enough to make sure that I can get things done. Yeah, like that, that's fine. So I've got to do what I can, and that means I'm going to be using lasers as backup, and then I'll be using advanced tank shells to outrange and pick off the enemy spawn points. That is my general plan. And overall, I think it's actually a pretty good one. It'll do the job, definitely. Let's just tunnel you right underneath. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. Actually, I can just do it like that as well. Even better. Haha. But yeah, while I was experimenting, I actually tore out the electric pumps from these to see how they worked, and it actually, because of the split in the furnaces, sorry, not the furnaces, the boilers, it actually reduced their performance by a full quarter, which was not so great. So that means that I can't actually use it like that. I can't just tear out all those systems and expect it to, you know, keep going like it was. So I've got to use the pumps. It means it's more vulnerable to a brownout, but it also means that the thing will actually, you know, keep working, which is a bit more important. I was going to pull it off here, but that's a separate line. So I'm actually going to pull it off here instead, off the main junction for my coal output. And yes, I can see that my coal lines are actually a bit stretched as they are. They aren't as full as they used to be. Let's just pull it straight down like this. Yes, like this. There's that, leave a gap. Okay, yep, that'll do it. Oh, I've run out of... I've run out of flipping conveyor belts as well. That's fine. Easy enough to fix, but I'd rather it wasn't there. Actually, logistics bots, while you're flying around all over the place, I want some more blue inserters, if you please. Because I seem to have run out. Yes, that'll do. Oh, I might as well just make yellow conveyors, because why the hell not? Because I don't have the parts on me, and I don't want to go wandering off all over the base just to grab all of those bits. So, you know, just going to do that. What am I short of now? Iron. Iron. Okay. Let's get iron plates, please, as well. Just make sure I have a working stack of those, and I might as well get a working stack of all basic resource types. Give me a working stack of steel plates, a working stack of plastic, Is that it? Yeah, that's all the 4 basic resources I've got right now. So, yep, that'll do. That should hopefully avoid this in the future, and it'll keep the bots busy. Yeah, look at that. It's all here. It's all ready, but it's not powered up just yet. And yeah, I thought so. I didn't actually give that a logistics chest. So there we go. I've given my bot something to do, so, you know, a working bot is a happy bot. Or something along those lines. I don't really know. I do question where the bots are with my iron plates. Are they being lazy? Are they slacking off? Or is there just not a provider chest? Oh, there is a provider chest, but since they're not going to it, let's check the roboports. Yep, it's not actually in a storage area. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's quickly pull that coal line out and just drop a roboport straight into it. That'll do the trick. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Can I dump some ore into these? Yes, I think I can. I'll just dump it straight into this furnace like that. And I've got all that stuff as well. Just need to power it, so do that. Fine. And I need a tunnel just to get this coal line working properly. There we go. Fuel restored. In the past I've done that and I've just not plugged things back in again. I know that, so it's not a mistake I'm going to repeat. Not really. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Just whacking in the yellows here. Now, this is a bigger assembly, so that's why I requested the blues. Because I want to make sure that I can actually do this properly. Oh, here comes a whole load of robots now. What are you carrying? Oh, metal. That means I don't have the blues in stock. I don't think. Fine. Okay, that's my factory just overloading again. Where are my yellows? Might as well build those. Yellows, load them straight in. Like that. So these things will not be completely reliable because there's so many of them. So I'm not sure that the yellow inserters can actually keep up with how quickly it'll burn the fuel down. I mean, look, that's going pretty quickly because it's running at full, well, half performance. Oh yeah, that's much better. So I'm not sure how well these will keep up, but I should upgrade some of these earlier ones to blues to actually make it work properly. That's a new power plant installed. That's going to increase my pollution level, and there's no helping that. But it's going to be what it's going to be, effectively, because I'm just going to drive out with a tank as soon as I get my shell supply sorted. Let's see. To do that, I require... where is it? An ammunition factory. I was also investigating the tank variants. Some of them are pretty nice. Like 45mm autocannon plus combat shotgun. That'd be nice if I didn't have such tough opponents. The cannon plus flamethrower, that just switches my secondary machine gun with a flamethrower. Good for weak opponents, but again, they're too strong at this point for that. That's a normal car there with a flamethrower instead of a machine gun. Again, enemies too strong, I think. Actually, I've not tried out a flamethrower against some of these big ones, so I don't know. And then this is a 50mm artillery cannon. That tank, it's the most expensive shell per shell, and it does a massive blast with moderate explosive damage, but it's not the best. It's really not the best. So I'm actually going to be using the regular tank for this particular tactic. Yeah. Did I pick up any? Yep, there's some coal. Just dump it straight in there. That's fine. Oh, you guys are bringing me blue inserters. How nice. Thank you. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to raid my supply of laser turrets because I'm going to need a whole bunch of them. So, let's pick up a stack and drop my spares here. Yep, I'm going to be using laser turrets for this because they are actually more effective against what I'm going up against than the regular ones. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's fine. 4 of those, and I wanted 5 ammunition factories for the conversions, but I don't have the parts to make them. That's flipping typical, isn't it? Because I want to get a decent production of regular cannon shells going on, and then convert them into the advanced cannon shells, which are in the mod. Sorry, improved shells. They are actually exactly the same in terms of piercing and damage potential, but they have longer range. Like, yeah, that's got 30 range, and the other one's got 50 range, so that's a 66% increase in how far you can shoot them. You wouldn't think it's normally that good, but it's great for sniping. And that's what I'm going to need to do, because I need to stay the hell away from these enemies, more than anything else. Where are my reds? Am I out of reds? I am out of reds. Yeah. Let's just drop this under here. Oh, I'm out of tunnels as well. God damn it. Okay. I need more parts, more than anything else. So, fine. You win, game. I'm going to go over here to get some more conveyor bits. Because I needs them. 3 stacks of that. Do you have any of these lying around? You do. I'll take half a stack of that, because that's all you've got. Yeah, my resources are overstretched to the extreme. And that's why I do need to do this expansion sooner rather than later. The joys of this base, eh? Okay, let's build that like that. I'm going to use these reds here to load up on explosives, which will be coming from the storage chest up here. Like that. And then this existing feed will just come down like this. I considered using the mod's actual internal resources for making these shells, but the thing is, there's a slight cost difference in terms of raw materials. I'll show you. Now, regular cannon shell. 1 explosive, 2 plastic, 4 steel. Sounds good, eh? Conversion doesn't actually need anything extra. It just needs time in an ammunition factory. So, again, 1 explosive, 2 plastic, 4 steel. The problem is the direct recipe uses these universal heavy ordnance charges and the universal ordnance casings from the mod. So if I built it directly, then that would require 1 of those each. So that would be like, well, for this thing, it would be 1 point something plastic and 4 explosives, plus 4 copper plates and 1 point something steel. So yeah, it'd be more resource intensive, and I've got to watch the resources. I have seriously got to watch the resources. I also need to increase my allocation of iron plates, because that's just not enough. Let's make it 200, yeah. 200 iron plates, thank you. That should do the trick, I think. Then you guys just unload it like that. Yeah, like that. Might as well do it like that. That's just a straight unloading. And then the shells will be moving like this. Yes, excellent. Now, the last thing I need is another 2 ammunition factories, because while these shells require 8 seconds to build, the conversion takes a good 10. So I need an extra factory just to make sure I've got all of my production being converted. Should I bother with a provider chest to build a stockpile of regular shells? Oh, why the heck not? Might as well. I'm stockpiling everything else, so you will build up a stack of shells, if you please. And I'll just move that power pole along one, so that'll do it. Okay. Yes, ammunition. It's funny, really, that I've actually got shells going through this process, because whenever I see resources just moving along the lines like this, I kind of had this mental image of, you know, a massive cannon clicking over and over and over as it loads the shells ready to repeat, or the shell casings come falling off. I kind of picture that when I see these conveyors just clicking resources straight through them like that, and it's like, I'm essentially making a massive cannon. And it's like, oh yeah, phallic imagery sort of thing. Well, no, actually, I just like the sound effects more than anything else. It's not phallic, it's just, I felt like saying that because it's, you know, that's the whole massive cannon cliche thing. Am I out of assemblers? I am actually out of assemblers. Fine. That's why I can't make that. Though I'm still getting all these bots flying in with their plates. Jeez. Okay, I need a space where I can put down 5 of these things. 1, 2, 1. Leave a gap there. 1, 2, 3. Yep, this'll do great here. I just need to reroute this coal line slightly. That'll do it. Okay, coal line rerouted, and dump the coal very quickly into that. Yes, sorted. Well, sort of sorted anyway. This is where it's all going to come flowing in. Oh yeah, that'll actually do just fine. 1, 2, 3, 1, and then it turns like this and flows all the way back. And this will build a carousel to keep the ammunition flow just moving. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it just fine. Can I make another one yet? Come on. Not quite, I don't have the metal for it. Fine. All these ammunition factories are going to be making improved shells only. Because that is what I want them for. And they will also gather them all back here into another provider chest, where it'll load here, like that. Yep, that looks good. And I'll just put one there for the final factory. And then it just loads straight in like that. Yeah, perfect. Can I make it yet? Come on, it's nearly the end of episode. How much have I got? I need 2 more plates. Come on, you robots, give me 2 more plates. Here they come. Plates! Yay! Okay, I can make it. And this is going to be the last thing for the episode, really. That I've got ammunition is going up. Resources are being stretched even further. But I have these. Unknown key, item name, dot cannon shell 2. What a lovely name. But those things are going to let me outrange and snipe the enemy spawners, so I'm going to put up with little things like that, so that's fine. And there's my last ammo factory. That'll go down there. So hooray! I have ammunition for my tank now. It's got plenty of fuel in it still. I'm going to need the big electric poles to make it out there. I've got a ton of those in stock, so that's just fine. Can I put them down while I'm inside the tank? That is a big question, actually. Oh wow, 75 already. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, let's see. Can I put down the poles while I'm inside the tank? Yes, I can. Okay, that means I can just stretch my power lines straight out to where I need them. Perfect. How many of these in a stack? 100 shells in a stack. Excellent. That should last me quite well. Nope. I'm going to let you try and recover slightly in my poor, long-suffering factory. 100 shells. That is... well, it's going to take something in the region of 30 shells to kill a single spawn site, because I was exploring earlier and they've got like 4,000 health, some of them. So I'm going to need a lot of shells, unfortunately. But yeah, that is also the end of this particular episode, because I have completed my preparations for war. I have a huge stack of laser turrets to keep the biters off me. I'm carrying a load of excess junk, which... well, let's be fair. It doesn't really matter. I'll drop this shell in here. Might as well. It doesn't really matter because, well, if I die, I reload to the previous save anyway, because that's just how it works in single player. And I'm not doing an Iron Man game by any stretch of the imagination. Oh yeah, I forgot to do a request for ammunition. So I'll quickly do that. I'll request... where's my piercing bullets? Oh. Oh, there's a better bullet. Biological bullet. That might help. What do I need to make those? I have no flipping idea. Oh well, that's something to find out for another time. This is Iron Mark 3. Thanks for watching my preparations to go and do crazy things to the aliens. Next video I'll be pressing out in this direction, trying to eliminate the nests over here, because I need iron ore. So I was planning to go for this one up here, nice and huge, you know. But this one here is next to a coal deposit, and I actually need coal supplies as well, because my coal supplies are a bit stretched. So, yeah. I'm just going to try and reclaim this general area for mining operations and try to keep it defended and all that stuff as well. So, who knows how it's going to go? I certainly don't. This is Iron Mark 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you some other time. See you later.